met a mother of 6 yesterday called Priyanthi, queuing just to get 2 pieces of bread as a handout here in Colombo, and she asked me what difference you, as a new Prime Minister, could make to her life. What would you say to Priyanthi?
I believe that people should have 3 meals a day. When I've been Prime Minister on early occasions, I ensured that. And I will ensure that they will have 3 meals a day again. It's a challenge, but I am going to meet that challenge and overcome it.
What's the first thing you're going to do in your new job to make sure that happens?
First is to find out how bad the economy is. No one has got all the details. So I will be like a doctor who's opening up the patient for the first time. But I know there are issues. We've got to deal with the IMF. We've got to find money to get through this year. And I'm also speaking to friendly nations to come and assist us with bridging finance. But we've also got to create an atmosphere for foreign investment.
There are reports that Sri Lanka is running out of fuel and there are only days left. How much is left?
I will know by today evening how much is left. I don't think it's much.
So what can you say to all the people that we passed on the way here queuing up to get petrol?
I will have to have some scheme of rationing this time. So we've got to get assistance. We're talking with India and ensure that there's fuel available in Sri Lanka.
Is India the best hope at the moment in terms of getting that international help?
Yes, India has been helping us, but we'll talk to the others, to Japan, to South Korea.
You yourself said a month ago that resources are running out.
Yes.
This is your opportunity to be straight with the people of Sri Lanka. How much worse could it get?
It is going to get worse before it gets better. So I am looking for all the details that I could tell the people of Sri Lanka, this is the position and this is what we are planning to do in the coming months. I will somehow ensure there's sufficient food, fuel and medicine available.
And how? How will you do that?
We'll have to look for help from outside and talk to them.
If you don't get the help from India, Japan or other countries that you haven't mentioned, then you're saying that there could be a hunger crisis by the summer.
There won't be a hunger crisis. Somehow we'll find food.
Somehow, but how? If you don't get enough funds?
After I speak to them, there will be help coming from there. They won't allow people to starve.
The protesters at Go-Go-To Village, the other thing they keep saying is that they still want President Gotabaya Rajapaksa to quit.
Yeah.
Why did you agree to serve alongside him?
Prime Minister is elected by Parliament, and members of Parliament on both sides wanted me to be Prime Minister to tackle the economic situation.
So how are you going to change the course then? Because there are a number of policies that people agree were a failure of the Rajapaksa government.
I am going to change many other policies of the Rajapaksa government.
You say that you're going to look at the books, figure things out, and...
I am not going to look at the books. I want to see how bad the situation is, how the real economy is functioning, how the what is left there in the central bank. I am not looking at the books. I know the books are cooked. I can't look at it at the moment. But what the economy is, I will. If you understand, one is the monetary side of it. But okay, we are now dealing with the IMF on the monetary side. But the real economy is not functioning.
What's the timeline for you to turn things round? What would you say to the people of Sri Lanka?
I will tell them, be patient, but gradually I will bring it back.
If we had to have a rough timeline, are you saying by the end of this year?
I'm not giving, I will tell you once I settle the thing and I speak to the other countries, I'll let you know.
And is there any other message you have for the world? You've just taken on a very challenging job. What would your message be to people watching this around the world as well?
We are getting back on our feet. We need your assistance for a year. Whatever we get from you, we'll repay, certainly. And help us to do it. We are the longest and the oldest democracy in Asia.